Good evening, everybody. We are live from Martinsville. We got a heck of a race tonight. I got about 12 guys ready to do battle in this 250 lap 87s race. Keep in mind this is an open setup season, so it should be interesting. I've got Mr. Corn on race control. He should be here momentarily, but I have Robin in the booth with me tonight. Say hi, dear.
Hello.
So for those that are watching, let me know how the quality is. I'm testing something with a new setup tonight. You guys aren't actually getting the stream from me on my race computer. You're getting it from my secondary computer. Shout out to Canceled in Seconds for helping me out on that one. Thank you, Tyler. We're going to see how this works. If everything works good tonight, we may wind up using that for the 24 as I plan to stream all 24 hours of the GTP effort. That's going to be starting at, I think, 7:30, 8 o'clock Saturday. I don't know, dear, are you guys planning to stream? Is JD going to stream your whole thing?
Yeah, JD is streaming the entire 24 hours. I am streaming my in-car. Yeah, I have 2 cents.
Okay. So that should get you enough racing for the weekend so you can catch it everything on mine, JD's, or Robin's streaming platforms. They're JD obviously YouTube only, and then me and Robin between Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So but guys should be slowly getting down to things finishing up here. I think we got about 5 minutes. Is that right, dear? Is that what the banner says?
3 minutes and 8 seconds.
Okay. I was wondering where you're at, Damien. I wasn't sure if your arm could take it or not. So I know you've been having issues with it. So, oh, we got a late entrant. I got Justin Burns just showed up on my stuff. So I would expect to see him. He hasn't even turned a lap of practice. So but oh, where was I going to go with this? Oh, tonight's sponsor for the scoring and all that stuff is Too Fast Racing. We appreciate all those guys do for us, helping us bring you guys the software that allows us to get things moving. So, give me just a second here, guys. I've got people yelling in the background.
Oh,
yeah,
we
got Turnip joining session, so give us just a couple of minutes here, guys.
Come back and my headset was dead.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah. I'm sitting here and I'm doing race control with no sound. I'm just typing things in.
Oh, that's fun. Yes, King, I did see about Mike Wallace getting basically the shaft on that one. So let's go ahead and throw some things up on screen. So info for tonight, we're on week 9. Air temp 67, track temp 68. They got 250 laps. It's open setup, 4 sets of tires. Get this thing going. We'll see how this plays out here in just a second. I'm waiting for things to finish up before we can bring you the grid. But yeah, it should be a good race tonight, so we'll see. We also have Mr. King back in the house again tonight, so I'm happy to see that. He's the corn with no ear. Yeah, we also have Chris Sullivan in a race tonight.
Yes,
so
we do.
I think we lost a few guys to the Dale Jr. 599 at Atlanta. I figured that's probably where Kale's at tonight, and I didn't
exactly where he's at.
If I would have known that was going to happen tonight, I didn't think it would be on a Tuesday night. I figured it would be on like a Friday. I would have postponed the league.
and you would have ran in
it. Yeah, I probably would have.
Honestly, I would have too if I'd have known about it.
It's like my only shot to race against Junior. I have not run into that man in an official.
I've run into him once in a practice session.
I've done the same.
He never said a word. But it was cool to turn a lap or two with him. I will say that.
Right.
I got to race with Tony Stewart.
Yes,
that is true. Robin raced with Tony Stewart the other week. What's up, Nate? What's up, Yoda?
Why does it keep?
All right. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and grid here. Dennis Daly going to be your pole sitter, 20.610, which is cooking. We've got Rob Collier second, JD McKaylee going to put it in third, Eric Cap fourth, Zachary King fifth, Justin Burns sixth, Gary Freeman seventh, Diesel Weasel eighth, Sullivan in ninth, and I don't think Aiden or Gabriel put in a qualifying lap, so that puts Chris and Corn in ninth and 10th, or I'm sorry, it puts Corn in 10th, but that'll move Aiden to 10th, Gabriel to 11th. So that is going to be the starting
I'm not
grid.
racing, sir.
Yeah, it's dumb. So I hate it some days. All right, we get that up. We're gonna get the track. Oh crap! I gotta really fix this. I need to sit down and do everything that I did to the fast car overlays and fix it here, so that way I can use the track map and the logos and stuff. Damien, no. Even if I DQ Corn, and he DQ'd himself as soon as he got in, it still puts him there. I don't know why the software picks it up that way.
It didn't pick me up.
Because you're a lower I rating, so it put you behind them.
Yeah.
So.
But you have a blank 14th spot.
Well, and there's still Ron. It didn't put Ron on the thing either. So Ron's going to start 12th.
And 13th.
Sorry, Ron.
Sorry, Ron.
Well,
sometimes, like I said, I hate the software, but I am not surprised that they gave him a starting spot, King, because he is a 4-time Indy winner. He's done IMSA stuff, so he's done fendered cars. Do I think it's a little bit of a waste? Yeah. Mike Wallace hasn't raced anything in 5 years.
Yeah.
So I kind of see their point. So
I feel like I would have a better shot of getting a start in the Daytona 500.
Why do I feel like I'm not live?
I don't know.
Weird. Okay, it's fallen in now. Software's just stupid sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Really weird, unless I need to restart my overlay. We'll just reload it really quick.
It's okay. I can't use my flag overlay because it's, I'm DQ'd and it's like, that's all it's showing me. It's a flashing black and white box.
I love software some days, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do one more pace lap around this joint, and we're going to get this thing rolling.
This starts on green, correct? Or is it on the leader?
It's on the leader. It's 87 rules, so it is on the leader.
Okay.
Why is it counting the laps under pace? I don't understand it. Yeah, they don't have a restart zone for these, so it's whenever Dennis wants to fire off, and
there he
we're
goes.
away. There he goes. Eric Cap missing a shift or something. I'm not really sure.
Hey, he's still rolling with it though.
Yep. JD McKaylee getting up to second already. Watch, this thing will go green, and they'll have this in the bag in an hour and a half.
I kind of hope so.
Dennis Daly going to lead the first lap through. Rob Collier, who's quick in practice, back to third right now. I expect that man to kind of ride and slowly start picking things off as they come.
Yeah.
I see Zach King coming into the fold, looking about fourth, running that high lane, making it work. I mean, this place is all about tire management anyways. If you can get the tires to manage, then, you're going to have a good race. It's as soon as the tires go away you're screwed.
And I will say we've gone single file really quick here.
Oop, King up into the wall already. I don't know if he just got into the marbles and got loose. Take a look at that really quick. Looks like he comes down the back stretch. Oh, he just entered high. He was up in the marbles and backed it into the wall, but he should be going again. So Dennis Daly continuing to lead. We got JD McKaylee and Rob Collier starting to battle a little bit here. Stoku, she decided that 250 laps was not her cup of tea.
187, no thank you.
Rob and JD in a dead heat coming across the start and finish line. JD kind of running that mid lane, probably looking to not fight right now and save the tires. So we got Eric Cat back here in fourth. Turn up right behind him. And then we got Gary the landscaper, who is not going to find any grass out there tonight. He's sitting in sixth. Gabriel Griffin sitting seventh. What's that?
We didn't do picks.
Oh, who you got?
I'm gonna say JD McKaylee.
You're gonna go JD? Oh, we got a spinner in the back. Who was that? Oh, Aiden, who says he wants to beat me, is spun in the back. So that's gonna bring out your first caution. You might have to let him know when he can move, Corn. Alright. I do want to go look and see what happened there to him. I think he just kind of come into the marbles and it went right on around. Oh, yep, he overbroke for the corner and it just went right on around, so he's going to be clean. Tires are going to be hot. It's early to be putting tires on, though.
Who is your pick, AJ?
Oh, man. Dennis is looking pretty good. Although I've seen Turnip do some wild things lately.
What about you, Corn? Who's your pick?
Oh, I don't know what Sullivan just did, but he just drove into the barrels.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he went down the wrong pit road and just drove into the barrels.
Oh, no. Oh! Did that break the wheel off?
Oh, probably.
The fender is gone, I can tell you that. He's on pit lane now.
Yeah. Anybody know why King left?
I know he swatted the wall, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know if he just put...
I definitely think that broke the left front of Chris's car.
Well, we'll know if he starts rolling here in a minute. But the car was definitely sitting on an angle. I got the left sides up.
Oh yeah, he's stuck there.
Oh, man. Alright, so Aiden's going to be your lap car up the inside. Dennis going to be your leader coming to the start. I don't think anybody else really pitted there, so...
No, it didn't look like it.
We're off. Dennis going to lead down in turn one. Rob Collier in second. JD in third. You know, a heat cycle on these tires, though, probably wouldn't be the worst thing.
No. And it looks like Aiden's just going to drop to the back here.
Smart idea. At least in that way he can hopefully see a caution from somebody else and get a a lucky dog real quick, hopefully.
Yeah.
King Damien, how is everything looking and sounding on the other side? Dennis gonna bring it back down into one, still leading, pulling a little gap on Rob there. Ooh, JD gonna try to get into the mix, it looks like. He tried to go around the outside on Rob, but then that kind of messed up for a moment. If there's one thing that I do hate about this place, at least in this car, it gets really one line. To the point that it's just, I don't necessarily want to say it, but boring. Sorry, Derek had messaged me apparently. But it doesn't make for a lot of good passing places, which is kind of lame.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys can make anything exciting.
That's true. That's true. We have some real characters in here.
Yeah, we do. We have some really crazy dudes.
All right, thanks, Damien Yoda. As long as things are looking good, I don't really see too many issues. I think it's holding up pretty well. So this might be the ticket for the 24.
I'm trusting John to do all that on his end, so you know.
Well, this is the first time I've tried a dual PC setup, so thank you for the hearts, Nick Earl. Don't forget, guys, we're streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, so we've got all your bases covered when it comes to social media. Is it JD getting into the wall back there?
I'm not sure.
Well, he looks clean. Might be falling off a little bit, just trying to get a rhythm going. JD McHaley, your season 1 champion. You can check him out on Friday nights with his Wheel of Fortitude stuff.
Yes,
Although now I think we've got him on a whole different kick with this this whole bracket deal that we did last Saturday was kind of wild. So all right. So Eric Cap sitting 4th. Justin Burns, your late entrant, hanging on in 5th. Gary Freeman sitting 6th. Gabriel Griffin going to be 8th. Now Diesel Weasel getting up there. Gabriel going high up into the marbles a little bit. That's going to let Ron St. Louis get back by in that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup car.
Go, Ron, go.
And that's it for active cars. So Dennis going to continue to lead here. Take a look out the gearbox. You see Rob's pretty close.
On Saturday, starting at about 7:30, tune into 3 different YouTube channels, right? You got the Daytona 24 coming to you from Stevens Motorsports, JD McHaley on YouTube, and ICW Gaming.
And
Oh, is Robin streaming it on Twitch?
Robin and 100 on Twitch.
Oh.
right. And Robin and 8907 on TikTok.
Oh.
There you
Robin
go.
and 8675309 on TikTok. All right.
I should change the numbers to 8675309 to make it easier.
8675309.
Dig, I can confirm that Mr. Korn has run into a few people that were already seen tanking their iRating for the 24. So.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again? Has
Yeah.
nobody learned?
No, they don't.
Oh no, Korn
Insane,
caught this guy in race doing it, and then went and looked at his stats and saw that he'd done it 10 races in a row.
Oh yeah.
Did you protest?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. You aren't gonna. All right. I got no problem with wanting to win a race, but do it the right way.
Right.
Yeah,
That's all I
Don't
want.
change your iRating to be down with people that you know you're gonna beat. That's just
Yeah.
trashy.
I don't care for that. So
Like,
Oh no, who's spinning?
we got a spinner.
I don't know.
it
I
was
heard
Turnip.
tires.
You saved it.
Oh good. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he back. Okay, sorry, I'm watching JD and Eric here right on screen because they were kind of battling, but
I just heard.
Yeah, I
Tires.
did too.
I don't know how I missed it because he was so close to Eric at that time. So,
But you know, I've spent the last 2 weeks boosting my iRating, so I don't, you know, end up in or so our team, you know, ends up in a somewhat decent split.
right.
Yeah.
I think I'm up to a record high. Hold on. I have to go check this.
I'm just a tick off of 1700, and that was after a P3 in the roar race on Saturday, which was solid. So
I am currently, after the IMSA race that I just did, I am currently sitting at what I believe is a record high. Let me go double check.
that's why I have the app on my phone. It makes it a lot easier.
Record high for yourself or for our group?
For road racing for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. For himself or for our group?
Oh no, it's for me. It's for me. I am indeed at a record high.
Oh.
1526.
Nice. Gabriel Griffin gonna give it up to Dennis here to get by. Not gonna fight him. Got a lot of race left. Only 33 laps in. Dennis continuing to lead. JD McHaley and Eric Kapp, your two fastest people on the track last time by. I think I'm kind of wondering if the great JD McHaley didn't listen to what I told him to take a little bit of time, let things start to build, and then go.
Be the strategy to play. You know, one of these days I'm just not going to race control for you, and I'm just going to dominate a short track again.
I'd love to see it. I would run race control to watch that happen.
We got JD closing in on Rob Collier.
I see this, and I'll do it with a majors baseline.
I will run race control.
Let's
it happen.
let's go on board with JD for a second here. Man, you can just kind of hear it, real soft on that throttle.
Yeah.
Let's crank it up a little bit here.
That's what you need to crank it up feature.
Yeah, you can hear he's going smooth. Oh God, Tyler's in the TikTok chat saying Dennis is winning because Tyler and Tom aren't here, basically because they let him.
Why aren't you here? Oh, never mind.
Thank you for the
Don't
follow,
answer.
Tony. Appreciate it.
That question. Thank you for the follow.
King, I will never understand why people cheat on iRacing. I don't get it. I don't like being cheated in real life. When it comes to real racing, it just gives you a sour taste.
I understand why they do it. They want to win.
Okay, but go if you want to be the best, go beat the best.
Right. Which I'm gonna do on Saturday.
Yeah, if you wanna be the best, go beat the best.
I'm getting a little cocky there. I'm gonna outdrive John. He's the best road course racer in our group. So.
Let's see. How...
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, Diesel! I think he
Look at
just
it
went
spinning.
spinning. I thought I heard tires about the time that I changed who I was looking at. Go back and check this out.
It's okay,
he hit the brakes and it just over rotated.
Same turn as where Aiden did it.
Yep.
Yeah, but this Aiden's was because Aiden got up into the marbles, and I think this one was just driving it down into the corner a little too deep. So second caution of the night. See some guys pit here. Looks like JD said I'm gonna stay out. He's gonna try and get some bonus points here. See if he can't capitalize.
Good time to do it. I mean, we're 42 laps in, so.
Yeah.
Get off the high side. Keep the high side clear.
It looks like Aiden's going to get a wave around here.
Yep. Which he's 2 laps down, I think.
Yes.
Remind him if it doesn't give it to him to just go ahead and take it.
Yep.
Brandon, this is actually a league that I host every Tuesday night. We call it the Winston Cup Replay Series. It's 87s, using as close to the 87 schedule as I can get, and it's half the race distance. And then we throw a couple of curveballs in, like we'll move a couple of the tracks around just so there's not a bunch of short tracks together or a bunch of various other things together. And then we substitute Riverside with Willow Springs. So
this is definitely a fun track.
I don't mind it. You just have to have a bunch of guys that make it a little more enjoyable some days.
Yeah.
We're 9 races into halfway through the season. I do break up the schedule halfway. So we're getting down to, after this race we'll have 5 to go. And then I won't restart this again until after the NASCAR series is completed. We'll probably do it the next weekend after, to get things rolling. So, top contenders that we've got in the series are Rob Collier. I've had Cale Spicer in here. God, who else? We got JD McHaley. Trying to think. Kyle Hendricks has been in here. I've had a lot of the big name guys from the 87s show up. So, all right, JD gonna kick this party back off. Diesel gonna go to the bottom right away. Looks like Aiden didn't get caught up before it went green.
No, he waited till about turn 2 to go.
Oh man, Dennis is middle, like 3 wide. He almost run over Gary, it looked like. They're gonna go 3 wide down the front stretch in a second. Dennis gonna try to get underneath Gary. Gary gonna cover. Eric Cap all the way to the outside. Dennis underneath him. Dennis holding the inside. He gets around Gary. I'm gonna stay on Gary for just a minute here. That's gonna let JD pull away a little bit, I think, even on those old tires. Man, Gary just trying to stay out in front of Rob right now.
Dennis has closed the gap.
I see that. Which realistically, if everybody's fighting behind JD, even if Dennis goes underneath JD, they've pulled out.
Yeah.
Because JD was a 2149
Ooh,
to Gary's.
Gary up the track.
Ooh, he's just going to skim the wall. I don't think JD will try and hold up Dennis, knowing that he's quite a bit faster and on fresh tires. And it'd be stupid to kind of fight with older tires right now anyways, because you want to kind of keep them going.
Dennis back to the lead.
Yep. So Dennis is going to be your leader. JD into back to second. Rob Collier going to be third. He got around Gary there when Gary slid up the track. So we'll see how long JD can hold it where he's at. They've actually got a pretty good gap back to about 5th. Oh, JD getting up into the marbles a little bit there. Gonna let Rob close in. But at least JD's got some bonus points out of it, so that'll help him a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So do we want to talk a little bit of controversy while this race is going on? Because I heard some very interesting things this week.
What'd you hear?
Rob Collier on the inside of JD McHaley. I think JD's just going to go ahead and let him go.
That is pretty controversial.
That's not the most controversial thing I've heard this week. It involves the Coke ACER.
Oh. Dish.
There is a rumor, and I don't know how true this is. Eric Cap gonna get around JD here. That
This is alleged.
Allegedly, there are drivers that were passed up for seats in the E-Coke series because they ran Moon Car.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That is what I've heard.
That's kind of fishy.
Yep.
But I get it at the same time.
I understand, but I hate it.
Even though I will never make it to the E-Coke series. There is a reason I stopped running Moon Car.
Right?
Drama!
I told you. All right, so Dennis has got a 2-second lead right now over Rob Collier. We got Eric Cap sitting back here in third. JD's not letting Eric get away. He's staying pretty close to him, actually, which is good, all things considered, that he was on older tires here. Gabriel Griffin going to hold down 5th place. Ron St. Louis up 7-6. This thing says happy birthday, Robin. Even though Robin's birthday was on Sunday.
Wait, what does?
couple days
like
older.
His little
thingy?
label deal.
That's
Yeah.
cute. Thanks,
He's
Ron.
all over the back of Gabriel Griffin right now with Turnip right behind him. We got Burnsy with his photo of me. Funny.
Why does he have a photo of you?
He thinks it's funny.
Oh, okay.
And then we got Gary sitting back here in 8th. He's down
wait,
one from his
do
start
that.
position.
Do that again.
Gary says that he's LS swapped everything he touched, or everything he touches. Ron gonna get around Gabriel. Oh, Burnsy and Gabriel into the wall.
Oh, no.
Yellow flag is out. I don't know if he thought he was clear. Oh, God. I'm going to roll that back. That looks bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure there.
And it looked like Gabriel didn't really give Turnip any room to float up. So, that's rough. I don't think Gabriel's... looks like the left front toe's knocked out of it. So.
Yeah, I think Burns is all right. Gabriel's going to have some significant repairs there.
Well, it looks like the tire was still attached, but the left front fender's missing. And I don't know if it messed up the toe. So that could be what's going on there. It almost kind of looked like the 18 got a little loose through the corner, and maybe that's why it didn't allow Turnip to have any room. So Diesel Weasel going to be your lucky dog here. Oh. Any guesses on who won the Season 2 Winston Cup Replay Martinsville race? They're in this race. Nope. They are in this race, though.
JD.
Negative.
Chris Sullivan.
Nope.
Dennis Daly.
Good Lord.
Rob
Nope.
Collier.
Yes, it was Rob Collier. Corn got Season 1, though.
I knew I won one of them.
Yeah. Season 2, though, went to Rob. So your second place car.
Yay!
All right. I think JD's got some new shoes this time.
New shoes. Yay!
I think that was a solid play, though, because he waited past that 50 lap mark, so might work out for him pretty well. Chris Sullivan back on track. He's 50 laps down. So King, back to this whole moon car thing. I'm not really sure. I find it highly interesting. So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation there. All right, pace car is going to be off. Dennis Daly, going to be your leader. Rob Collier second. We got 2 lap cars up the inside. And Dennis is going to get a good jump. Chris is going to hang out, let everybody kind of roll in. He's going to look at getting some laps in, I think. Hide that for a minute. And
you think JD's tire play is going to come in here?
I think if JD takes his time, lets these guys gap out a little bit, I think he's got a real good shot.
Dive under Ron there.
I saw that. I saw it coming. And I think Gary's also on fresh tires as well. But I think as long as JD takes his time, lets the race come to him, I think he'll be able to pull these guys in. I really do.
Yeah.
Aiden gonna stay high and let a lot of these guys go by. I know he's 1 lap down right now, so it's him and Burns for the lucky dog. Why do I have Chris crashing again?
I'm not sure, but he's on pit road.
Oh my god. His car's clean. Weird. I don't know. Unless he just figured
He's still on pit road.
Yeah.
he came out of the pits. He's back on pit road, but the car's clean, so I don't understand. We're gonna put up last lap times, and we'll see what happens. JD, you're fastest on track with a 21.12, 21.14 that time by. Still
Go, girl.
Still fastest on track. So I think as long as he doesn't get overzealous and really push it, I think he might have a shot to pull these guys in. The only thing I can think of, Damien, is maybe he still had some damage that wasn't fixed, and it
looks like he just parked it and towed.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Very weird. JD's still going to be your fastest by about 0.3. So we might start to see a little bit of a battle here for the top 4.
Eric Cap was fastest that time around.
Holy moly, with a 21.2. He's one of those guys he's a sneaky fast guy. Like he comes out of nowhere in the weirdest times to throw the fastest laps down. So very, very interesting to say the least.
I mean, he has a 2.3 iRating for a reason. He's a fast driver.
But like I said, he's like that quiet fast. There's not a flashy, like I blew your doors off. It's just a little bit faster than you here, a little bit faster than you there, and he just keeps pulling you in. Now, Dennis is going to throw down a 21.46. So he's and there goes Eric around. We'll go back and look at that really quick. How are we doing, RJ?
If I had to guess without looking, it just locked up on him on entry.
No, it actually didn't. It looks like it just did a lazy spin.
Weird.
Like his brake bias might have been set too far forward. Because it's not like he locks it down, gets it going right away. He doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, he did a great job saving it.
Yeah. So 4th caution at lap 72. So a bunch of field back up. I think Turnip's your lucky dog here.
I believe you're correct.
JD needs to get out of the way. Phil Connor says wheel hop. I wouldn't be surprised.
That'll do it.
Wouldn't be surprised. RJ, are your shoulders sore because of the fact that we had you change a bunch of things with your setup today? We were walking RJ through because he did a Gen 4 race today at Dega. First Gen 4 race, first Dega race. And he says his wrists hurt. So we're like, well, what's your wheel angle like? How high up is it sitting? Like, where are you at in all of this? And so we had him adjust a few things, and I think we got him back to a little bit better. I think Turnip's going to go a lap down again here.
No, it looks like he just made a fuel stop there.
Okay. So, I think we got one more time around, and then we're going to get this thing going green again. All right, well, while we still got one more lap, Damien gave me another good piece of trivia. So our next race, we're going to Charlotte. We've had 2 different winners over the last 2 seasons. Who are they?
Oh, I got nothing on that one.
Got any guesses, dear? We go to Charlotte next. We've had 2 different winners over 2 different seasons. Who are they?
You and Turnup.
Nope.
Are either of them right?
Yeah, am
No.
I right at all?
Nope.
Oh.
Derek Sivers, JD McKaylee. Because that's the
JD
one
was
where
my
JD
next
walked
guess.
the damn field.
Remember all this stuff, you crazy man.
I figured, RJ, that it would work out for you. All right, Dennis Daly's going to be our leader. Rob Collier second, JD McKaylee third. The question is the heat cycle going to help JD here? I think it will, but I could be wrong. And our caution, Eric Cap did not pit for tires, so I expect him to hopefully have his tires cooled down and go back at it. But Dennis Daly's still going to be fastest with a 21.4 last time. He's going to throw down a 21.3 this time. But JD throws down a 21.25, and he's all over the back of Rob Collier. See how long JD hounds him. He does have fresher tires.
Gabriel got a black flag?
For what?
Pit exit.
Oh,
Pit exit.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of those places, if the car doesn't turn tight enough, you could cross that line really easy. So
Yeah.
JD put the bumper to Rob in 1 and 2 last time. Looks like he's kind of backed it off, see if he can't get a better run at him.
Oh. Gary with a save there.
Patrick, the moon car drama is apparently, and this, like I said, this is all
Alleged.
speculation, allegedly, that I got out of a Discord.
Allegedly.
That there's drivers that are left out of Coke E-Series rides because of their running of moon car. Let's go into the cockpit of JD McKaylee. Man, he's got Rob right there. And he's being real smooth with the wheel, real smooth with the acceleration. Rob, your fastest that last time by. Brandon, Mooncar is a series that is put on by Moonhead. He televises that on Twitch, usually Mondays, Tuesdays, and I believe Thursdays. Maybe it's Fridays. Can't remember exactly. But it's kind of a... it's more of a looser style of racing. They let everybody get their laps back under caution. They've got a fast repair, things like that. It makes for some really interesting racing. So... go back here because I do see a couple of guys closer together. Ooh, man, Gary plowing through 1 and 2. Holy smokes. Turn up all over the backside of Ron St. Louis here. Oh, Diesel almost clips Turnip. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure he's pretty sure he just swallowed some of his seat cover.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Oh, Dennis is loosing into the wall. What? What
DJ,
just happened?
You have to not yell. Noah is sleeping.
My bad. We're gonna go back and look at this.
Okay.
I literally click back to Dennis to watch him. He comes off the corner and it just gets loose and he noses right into the wall. It looks like the car's still running. Oh my God. That's a hell of a way to give the lead away, isn't it?
It looks like it has engine damage.
Although here, that might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, that thing's smoking on the way back to pit road.
I guess we'll
man.
wait and see. God,
Yeah,
that
he just
sucks.
confirmed that he's got engine damage. Man.
That sucks, dude. He had a hell of a race going. It looked like the damn thing just kind of snapped.
Yeah.
Well, I think that opens the race right up. That's really weird because it definitely, as he come 3/4 of the way off, it just started walking. It was really odd.
Yeah, he said he doesn't understand it, why it just stepped out on him on the exit.
He's had some weird ones here before like that, and it's kind of bizarre.
And it's weird you say that because he said the same thing not 2 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Yep, as he's coming down pit road. He said same thing, same track.
Yeah, I mean, weren't we hearing the trucks when he had it happen, or was it the 87?
I think it was the 87s. I think
It's
it was
just
last
weird.
season.
I wonder if it's just the way he drives through the middle of the corner, gets the tire too hot.
Yeah. It sounded like Rob said he might have been power sliding a little bit coming out of the corner.
Maybe. That's the only thing that I can figure. All right, King. Well, thanks for hanging out and watching, buddy. I'm sure we'll catch you for the 24 this weekend.
Well, that's going to really shake things up here.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, we got to go back live.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wasn't live. Yeah, we're back green.
Either.
Sorry, guys. I don't understand what happened there. That's my bad. JD going to pull out pretty solidly. He didn't pit this last time, so Rob Collier up the inside of Diesel Weasel. So Rob and Eric are on fresh tires. I think as long as JD can manage a little bit, again, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's only spent 32 laps on those tires, so.
Yeah, and it's been up and down on cautions and whatnot. So
yeah,
we'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna keep the last lap times up on screen because right now gap don't matter too much.
No.
Now, as long as JD doesn't let the adrenaline leading get to him, and he can keep things rolling, he should be all right.
Yeah. Aiden's back on pit road.
I saw that. So right now we got JD out front. We got Gary in second, Rob Collier third, Eric Cap fourth, Justin Burns fifth, Ron St. Louis sixth, Diesel Weasel seventh, and that's all that are on track right now with Aiden Haller on pit road, as well as Dennis Daly. So I don't know if he's going to try and get out there and keep spinning laps just to collect points or what his plan is at the moment. But Dennis is back to ninth and Aiden is beating. So Rob Collier going to be your fastest. Actually, no, Burnsy was your fastest last time. He was at 21.4, and he just went out and around Eric Cap on the high side.
Ron just put down a 21.4 as well.
Justin and Eric going to be battling. Oh, man, there's a battle for the lead brewing. Rob Collier starting to look inside of JD.
What's he looking for?
Anything he can find. JD going to have to run the high line here. Rob going to go underneath him. Again, if JD's smart, he kind of lets it play and just kind of falls in line. Don't burn up the tires because you still got about 150 laps left.
Yeah, which is exactly what he does. Oh,
and Gary's around. Oh, and I think Gary backed it in hard. Oh, he come in just way too hot. Turnip just barely escaping.
yeah.
But it looks like Gary got away with next to no damage. So I'm sure he'll bring that thing down pit lane. Rob gonna come back down pit road. Interesting.
And JD stays out again.
Can you blame him?
No.
Yes, CHX, JD is leading the 87s, and it's not at Talladega. He's been towards the front all night, so it is definitely good to see him back up front. Aiden gonna get the lucky dog there. I don't know how many laps down is Aiden right now.
I believe he's only one.
I got him 2.
Well, I meant now he's only one.
No, I still got him at 2.
Weird.
Well, he's still got quite a bit of damage left, too. I might have to wait for them to cross the line for it to update, but we'll see what it shows here. Burnsy on pit road, getting some of his damage from earlier fixed. Yeah, I got it.
Still got 2.
Yeah, I still got 2 on Aiden, so. Dennis still sitting on pit road. Yeah, so 1 through 4 all stayed out. I think everybody else went down pit road. I'm sure Gary needed a new set of tires after that spin. I think he's entering a little bit too hot.
Yeah, just back up your corners. That'll fix that. Back up where you're starting on the brakes. I mean, you really want to roll the corner here. You don't want to push too hard through it.
Right. Gabriel Griffin going to be up the inside. He's 26 down. I'm sure he's looking for at least a couple more cautions.
Yeah.
Patrick, my plan is to probably have the stream start for the 24 about 7:30, just so it's not too early and I'm not wasting a bunch of time. Session's supposed to go up at 7, but I think we have an hour practice, so that way it lets people roll in.
I think we have a half-hour practice.
All right, JD out to the lead. Gabriel Griffin going to keep it up the inside here. Oh, no, and he's around, and caution's out. Oh, man. I'm sure Aiden loved to see that.
Yeah. It looked like he hit the curb on entry or middle of the corner or something.
I think he got a little too into the brakes too soon, and it caused the car to go spinning. And then he clipped the curb, and then that's what sent it around. So. All right. Dennis says he thinks he went 1 click down too many on the brake bias, and that's what might have caused his issue. All right. Well, that's good news for JD. It doesn't let Rob get too close to him soon. So. And while we're under caution, I'm going to go use the facilities really quick. I shall return.
You do that.
Okay, it is a Robin and Zachary Corn takeover.
Well, it's just
You're
a
gonna
Robin
take
takeover.
You're not going to take over too?
No, I'll let you take over.
Oh. We're supposed to do it too.
Well, I'm kind of being squished right now.
Boring.
I saw that. Say hi to Robin.
Hello?
Danny says hi.
Hi.
And ow.
She said ow?
Yeah, she hit her lip.
Oh no.
No, you're not bleeding.
Oh, here he comes. It's a Robin takeover.
Is that a Robin and Danny takeover?
It's a Robin and Danny takeover.
What'd you say?
Right.
Meanwhile, Zoe's beating me with her tail.
Yeah, I see that.
Ah, got this race on YouTube, my favorite show on TV. Nice dig. So, dear, do you think you could have hung on for this many laps, seeing as many cautions as there's been?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, she says.
Robin is
All
out of the
right.
race because she doesn't know how to race an 87.
JD gonna bring him to the line. Nobody up the inside. Dennis is back out there, though. The Chrome Toaster's on the move, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay, Chrome Toaster!
Oop, Ron up high in the marbles in 1 and 2. I think he's just gonna kind of let everybody get rolling here.
Oh man, that thing has some significant motor damage.
Is she sound like she's spitting and sputtering?
I'm watching it go down the straightaway and it's just no speed.
Sorry, Dennis, I shouldn't laugh.
Go, JD, go, JD, go, go, JD.
JD gonna continue to lead here. Man, Diesel is charging the corners hard. Diesel, if you're listening, bud, back your corners up just a little bit. Like, I see him come down into the corner, and it looks like that Ford is nose diving as Rob goes around him there.
Dennis is barely breaking 100 miles an hour by the time he gets to the turn.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He's not really losing the back of the pack, though. I mean, over time, he'll slowly lose it, but with him not really being able to get hard into it, it may save his tires, and that might work out for him.
And he'll be able to take corners a lot quicker.
Rob Collier and Eric Kapp battling it out as they head down into 1. Rob going to get him on entry. Let's go ahead and take a look at last lap times. JD with a 21.46 to Rob's 21.6. So let's let him pull out, but I expect Rob to throw down a pretty quick lap here.
Like we've lost Turnip.
Where'd Turnip go?
He just kind of blinked out and disappeared.
That's never good.
He has a quality of 38%.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably, you know...
Somewhere on the backstretch.
No, maybe the front stretch, too.
JD and Rob, same lap time that time by. The gearbox of JD. See Rob just start creeping in.
Yeah,
JD with a 21.5.
just dropped, yep.
Oh, that sucks for Turnip.
Yeah, it does.
Because he got in last second, got back on the lead lap. God, that bites. Go back here and check out the battle for 4th. Diesel hounding Eric Kapp right now. Ron St. Louis right behind him. Gary Freeman. Then we got Aiden in 7th. Burnsy in 8th currently, with the Chrome Toaster sitting 9th. Yeah, it's got Burns is out. So
Yeah.
hopefully he can get back in. JD continuing to hold a solid margin over Rob, about 1.5, kind of hovering right around there. Looked like JD might have messed up that corner last time around. Damien said Dennis is still running a 21.7
Mm-hmm.
with engine
he
damage.
Yeah. Did a 22.1 last time around, but
JD's kind of holding 1.25 right now. I think as long as he can get it slowed down and get through the corner, he's solid. But if he bobbles the corner a little bit, it's a little bit tougher. Rob Collier going to be your second place driver. Eric Cap still sitting third. Diesel Weasel, we finally get his night paint on TV, so we've got that going. He's sitting fourth. Ron St. Louis up fifth. That's good showing for Ron. Gary Freeman going to be sixth. We've got Aiden Haller seventh. Burnsy's still disappeared. Then we got the Chrome Toaster, the very beat up Chrome Toaster, sitting in ninth for right now. Unless we see Turnip come back, unless hopefully Turnip doesn't have too much going on. I know he's out there in California. Not sure how close the wildfires are, but we've got Rob Collier closing in on JD. He's got him under a second right now. Yeah, Damien, I think you might be right. I think he is pushing the apex too much, which might be costing him here, but maybe we'll see another quick spin out and JD can get some tires on that thing. Ooh, JD kind of messes up the entry to one. That's going to let Rob really close in. He's down to 0.7. It looks like we've lost the wife. We must have bored her. Rob down to a half a second. JD continuing to roll. Now, I know Rob's on a lot newer tires here, so we might actually get a green flag tire stop at some point. So I think these boys are going to get to a point where the tires are going to go away. Check out lap times here. Yeah, JD with a 21.9, Rob with a 21.6.
yeah, Rob on 40 lap, fresher tires too.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I thought that there was going to be a difference here.
I mean, JD gets the drive out of the corner that time.
Yeah, but I think like Damien said, just seeing what we're seeing, JD struggles from center off, and Rob is clean from center off.
Yeah.
So, I'm on board with Rob really quick here. Little cockpit. I think Rob's just kind of biding his time, not really pushing it, knowing that JD's on the older tires. He'll wait for it to come to him, I think. Because I see where he could easily dive it under JD a couple of times, and he's just kind of...
He does it right there.
Yep, JD got a little loose there in the middle of the corner. So, but still, even if JD takes second here, this is a hell of a run tonight, especially after the season he's had so far.
Yeah.
So, I'm just over halfway. A lot of race left. Anything can happen. See if we can't find us a battle somewhere else on track. Eric Cap all alone. Ron St. Louis doing the same. But Gary, the lawnmower, and the weasel have found each other. Like they always do. Ooh, Gary pushing it way hard on entry. You're going to laugh at this, but Dennis is running almost faster than half of these guys with a car that literally looks like it should be in a scrap heap. Oh, I love it. And then we've got Aiden right behind him. Aiden's actually ahead of him, sitting in seventh. Aiden going to dive it to the inside here, see if he can't get something going, but... right now, your leader, Rob Collier, gaps up to just over a second. So hopefully for JD's sake, we see a caution. He can get some tires on it and be right there with Rob. But I would expect if we get one, it'd be just another lazy spin is going to be my guess. The way these guys have been locking them down. So while we're watching this, Damien did send me a new question. So
Oh, yeah?
we've had 6 different winners this season. Who are all of them?
For all the different winners?
Who are all 6 of the winners? I'll give you a second. These guys are starting to spread out pretty good now. Back and...
Kyle Hendricks, Cale Spicer, Rob Collier, Joe Sullivan,
okay,
Greg Wellen. There's
You're
5.
You're
different
missing.
winners.
You're missing one.
I'm
from
looking at the points.
Oh, I haven't updated. I forgot to update the points. If you're
So
looking
have
at this, yeah, you're missing one.
I don't know who it is.
Ben Forrester.
Ben Forrester. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Forrester.
Yeah. I forgot to update the points on my end too.
Yeah, I got to get that done after this race.
I was 100% cheating. I was looking at the points.
So this is really interesting. Remember how I said that Eric Cap is very sneaky with his speed? Rob Collier spun a 21.84. Eric Cap 21.85.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to see this update again.
Another 21.85.
Yeah, back-to-back 21.85s.
I'm pretty sure they were both 21.852s.
Rob Collier with a 21.9 this time. Let's see what Eric throws down. Dude, they're running identical lap times. What?
Yeah, Eric put down 2 21.852s in a row.
Okay, now Rob just went 21.72. Let's see what Eric does here. 22.1.
Ah, 22. Man.
Or yeah, 22.1.
Didn't keep the dream alive.
No, I was thinking we'd see something else, but
I was waiting to just 21.3. What?
Ron's still putting in a good run, but Gary is all over him. And I don't know if he got around Gary or if Gary just closed it back up.
I will say that time, last lap, JD was faster than Rob.
I see that. Oh, Gary's going to go for a ride.
Aiden as well.
Going for a ride. They back it into the wall. Caution's out. That was like some synchronized spinning right there.
I said the same thing just now in race.
I'm going to go ahead and come back and look at it. Gary I think he tried to rush the outside, and I think he got up into the marbles, and I think Aiden, seeing him spinning, decided I'm going to slam on the brakes and try to avoid him, so hide that for a minute here. So Rob and JD gonna come down. I think Gary's gonna stay out.
Honestly,
Gary a lap? Well, yeah, Gary's a lap down. I don't think he could pit there.
Their spins were identical.
Yeah, almost like they both rushed the corner together. It was very odd. Eric Cap gonna stay out. Same thing with Ron. Dennis gonna be your lucky dog. Who got a speeding penalty?
Rob popped out of gear. and it shot him 2 miles an hour over the speed limit.
You're shitting me.
No. Well, at least it's just an EOL.
It looks like Aiden's staying out. Don't forget to let him know if it doesn't give it to him to take his wave around. But... So Eric Cap's on pit road. So that's going to put, I think JD's going to be your leader on the restart. Now, I do believe that's going to send Rob all the way to the back regardless.
I believe so.
Even with those guys pitting on the second lap. You gave him a passing under yellow? Did I hear that right? Hey, Gooch had a valid question. Ask Rob if he's got a Fanatec shifter. All right. Pace car's off. We're going green. It didn't put Rob all the way at the back, and I wonder if it's because those guys pitted on the second lap.
That's exactly why.
So he got a gift then because they pitted late. What's he got for a shifter?
Some Vietnamese company said.
Oh God.
He said usually it's pretty good, but the sensors on it are all kind of foobar right now.
Probably needs to clean them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, JD gonna be your leader. Gary gonna fight to try to get his lap back here, I think. JD the fastest on track, 21.28. Actually, Gary running about the same lap time. And then Dennis way off the pace right now, I do believe, unless he's got out of the pits late. But, again, he might be all right. So we'll see. So here's another one for you. In the series history, 2.5 seasons ran, who has the most wins? Also, Keith's here.
The most wins?
Yes, who has the most wins in series history?
I want to say it's a tie.
Okay.
Give me just a second here. Let me think.
Are you looking at the points again?
No. The only points I have that mark the winner is
I've been told there's no
three.
There's no tie. Man, Rob dipped down into the 20s. He just did a 20.95. Got about 100 laps to go here, so.
Damien.
Okay, you had to have looked that up.
I did. Because I thought it was Kale. I thought it was Kale, and I knew that wasn't right.
No, Damien's got 5. I think Kale's got 4.
Kale's got 3.
Does he get 3?
He's got 3. Now, since we're going down the road of wins, right?
Yeah.
Who has the most wins in the ICW league?
Nick.
Oh, by a long shot. With 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should keep better stats on all this because it would definitely
got
make
your
it more
stats.
interesting. Rob's still running faster than JD. He just threw down a 21.18 to JD's 21.4. Gary holding on to that hopeful lucky dog spot. Which as long as he stays in front of Aiden, he should be fine. He's got half a track on Aiden right now.
Now, we know Nick has the most wins. Who's got the second most?
The second most wins?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna toot your own horn here? Oh.
I don't have a single win.
You don't?
Nope.
I have no idea.
You.
Really? How many wins do I got?
2. I'm sorry, 3, I believe. 3.
My last one coming at Charlotte.
Yeah, you have 3 wins with...
Which, it's funny I pulled that off at Charlotte, because Charlotte is not...
At Daytona this season and Charlotte, yes.
Which, like I said, is funny because Charlotte's not even one of my best tracks.
Yeah.
Rob's still looking for a way around JD, and I think right now, he's doing what he was doing earlier, except for now he's got to play a longer game because JD's on fresh tires.
Now, do you know where your other win is? It's Charlotte and Daytona. Your other win came in the old ICW Community League before it became NASCAR Generations.
Oh, God. I don't know. Aiden's crashed and the caution's out. So Gary's going to get the lucky dog there. We're going to go back and look and see what happened to Aiden. He gets a good run out of 4. Oh, man. I think some of these guys are dialing their brake bias down too far.
Yeah.
I really think that's what's going on here. So,
AJ, I'll give you a hint. It's a half mile.
was it Bristol?
Nope.
North or Rockingham?
Nope.
Shit, I don't know.
Martinsville.
Was it in the truck?
I think so.
I remember that race. I know exactly which race you're talking about.
Yeah. It was the one where we attempted a heat and a feature.
Yes, I do remember this race. Yep.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, I didn't lead a lap until everybody wrecked coming out of 2, and we were already on the white flag.
Yeah. Because I think that's the race where I led the most laps. Self-spun with like 10 to go.
Yep.
Basically all but bulldozed my way through the field and got wrecked on the last lap.
I think so too. Keith, I appreciate you. And like Keith said, definitely come check out all the different channels for the 24-hour. I'll be streaming here, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. I know Corn's going to be on YouTube. JD will be on YouTube. Rob will be on Twitch and TikTok.
We'll be streaming you live from Ireland.
Also, don't forget, on Sundays we usually run a little thing. It's called Fast Car. We have Sundays 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We won't be doing it this week, but I figured I'd at least get it out there so that way people know about it. If you're looking for it, just search Fast Car on the Hosteds. I am trying to get this going as a league. So if you want to join in on a more permanent basis, make sure that you apply to the Fast Car League. There's only one of them. Go ahead and search that, put your application in. I usually check that at least once a week. Once we get at least 45 drivers, we're going to start using the league. It's just a little bit easier for me to control some things, plus some points. So don't forget to check that out on Sunday nights. But Pace Car is going to pull off this next time by, and we're going to go back racing.
Would you say on Sundays we drive green?
Yeah, on Sundays we drive green.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith will also have his up with the POV. I forgot about that. That'll be kind of neat. You don't want to miss Keys. All right, we're back green. Rob Collier going to lead him down into one. Eric Cap second. Ron St. Louis third. JD McHaley fourth. Got a couple of lap cars going to pull off to the side there. Let some guys go by. We're going to go back and check out JD trying to get through the field. He's, I think, the only one on a fresh set of tires. So we'll see how fast JD can get around these guys, get clear, and see if he can set sail after Rob. Oop, JD with a little bit of a wiggle there, sends him up the track. Gonna get a better drive out than Ron, though, especially with that long outside arc. He's gonna go around Ron. Ron St. Louis back to fourth, JD up to third. Check last lap times. Rob Collier with a 21.3, JD with a 21.89. He's got a little bit of work to do. Got a lot of time to do it in. He's gonna come up to the bumper of Eric Cap here. And let's go off the gyro cam. Ooh, JD. Ooh, no, and JD turns him.
Oh no!
Oh no! We'll go back and look at that from outside the car. Oh my god. That's
Oh,
commentator's curse if I ever seen it.
Oh.
Hopefully Eric didn't get hit after this, but oh man, Eric with some good moves. I'll be looking for a little bit of payback later. We'll see how that rolls. Oh my god. JD, naughty naughty.
Ooh.
You know, it's kind of funny. They're pointing out that JD's not running the evil paint, so the fact that he turned Eric, I don't think it was intentional by any means.
No,
But
probably not.
yeah, definitely wild. All right, so Rob Collier going to be your leader. JD McHaley going to be second. Ron St. Louis third. Diesel Weasel fourth. Gary Freeman fifth. Eric Cap back to sixth. I'm going to assume Eric pitted on that one to get some fresh tires. We got Dennis on pit road as well, probably trying to fix some more of that damage.
Yeah, I can't really blame him there.
Brandon, if you're looking for JD on YouTube, it's just going to be JD McHaley. And then Corns is going to be ICW Gaming on YouTube.
Correct.
Our gap looks like Aiden Dennis coming out of pit road. Aiden one lap down, so I'm sure he'll be looking for a lucky dog hopefully soon. Pace car is going to be off.
They got
Oh,
the
Rob
green flag already.
Yep, Rob going to get this thing started early.
No, the green flag flew before the pace car was ever off.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So it did the old Martinsville glitch. Just clear it for Dennis, because that did a really weird thing.
There we go.
I'm not sure why it did what it did, but weird. 75 laps left here next time around. Rob and JD continue to put on a clinic here. Man, they're running almost identical lap times. Actually, JD a touch faster that time around. Well, Brandon, I'm glad that we can bring you some decent action. I know I've had a few people tell me that this is almost better than watching regular NASCAR. So,
I mean,
oh God, there's a 4-way battle in the back with Ron.
yeah, there is.
Holy cow!
Diesel leading the charge there.
I see that. Ron's still having a hell of a run. I mean, it's nothing to scoff at here at Martinsville to have a clean race.
Yeah.
So I think Eric's going to go around him. He is on fresh tires. We're going to go back to the other end of the racetrack. You got JD all.
Ron overdrives the turn into the wall. Eric Cap's going
Eric
to spin.
spins, stays green because nobody there to cause the caution. He's moving. All right, Patrick, we appreciate it, man. Brandon, I wasn't a Kyle Busch fan until he got back in the Chevy. I feel like he changed when he got back in the Chevy.
I don't think he had a choice.
JD is not letting Rob go this time.
No.
But JD's also on fresher tires. Now, if it stays green the rest of the way out, that's a good thing. Unless Rob's setup really comes in after a solid run. Yeah, they're running near identical lap times at 21.39. JD was a 21.48 that time. I kind of wish that I wouldn't have run this race on the same night as Dale Jr.'s 599, but
yeah,
I think I said that earlier.
yeah. JD closing the gap there.
Brandon, it's funny. We were at Daytona for the 500 last year, and I thought that Kyle could have something. We saw him wreck in the duels, and I think it just kind of set the stage for the rest of the weekend. Unfortunately. Yeah. Hey, Dennis has got a nose on that thing again. Oh, Rob up the track.
Rob overdrive. Oh.
It looked like that thing just pushed.
JD pressed R2 to intimidate right there. That's the only thing I can think of.
R2 to intimidate. Oh, man. All right, so we watched JD go inside of Dennis here. I've won 2 races in this series. What 2 races have I won?
Daytona and Talladega.
Nope. Nope.
No, it's funny you mention it because I was just looking at it and now I can't think about it.
It was Daytona season 1, so you had one of them right. And yeah, the other one would be Rockingham season 2 when I almost lapped the entire field.
Yeah.
I have a setup that works so good there. We have used it for 2 seasons in the WNIS.
The old Kyle Petty line.
Yep. That's a solid line, though.
Oh, it is.
Now, since we were on the topic of the 24 here just a few minutes ago, the one thing that I will have up, and I've still got to figure all of it out, I've got a new app that I'm playing with, and I got to see. Let me move this up for just a second. It's sending the data. So I'm using a thing called iTelemetry. And I'm going to just open the session here really quick and see if I can't put it in the chat. It will show you all sorts of cool things. And I'll throw it in the chat here so you guys can take a look at it. If you click that link, it'll show you telemetry of the entire session. It'll show you iRatings, laps, what tires they're on, pit status, gap interval, fastest lap, last lap, all sorts of stuff. I'm going to try running this for the Daytona 24, which would be kind of neat. And I'll put it into the chat for TikTok as well if you guys want to check that out. It's something that I ran across just today. Like I said, I'll have that running as the 24-hour goes on. So if you're not near a computer, not near a TV to watch this on YouTube, you can pull it up on your phone, check stats of everything, who's racing, who's in the car, all sorts of things, but it'll show you info of every racer on the track. So check that out when you get a second. Kind of neat. So
now, what's your team name?
It's gonna be Stevens Motorsports.
Gotcha.
So,
I know our team name. We're going with tried and true. It's Norfolk and Chance.
Go figure.
Go figure. John wanted it originally. I won't lie. He wanted it originally to be like ICW Gaming / Norfolk and Chance, and I was like, dude, the team name is Norfolk and Chance. Like,
right. Brandon, we've actually got a few guys out here. The 47 of Dennis Daly is running with me, along with the 95 of Justin Burns. And then Gary Freeman, JD McHaley are going to be on Robin's team for this weekend. And then I don't think I've got anybody in here that's on your team. Am I correct, Corn?
I believe besides myself, you would be correct.
Oh, I have King as well on my team. I forgot about that. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have at least 3 different teams on track, probably in multiple splits. If we get the same split, that'd be cool. I don't know how feasible that is, especially with as many people that sign up for it. So
yeah, that's gonna be the toughie.
So JD McHaley continues to spin the fastest laps to Rob's 22 flat last time. We'll see what it looks like this time. But Rob's getting real out of shape coming off the corner. He was faster than JD, but not by much. Brandon, JD will be on Robin's team for the 24-hour. And like I said, he plans to stream that whole thing. So, we got an Eric Cap Ron St. Louis battle going on right now too. I just all of a sudden noticed my stuff going back and forth. So Eric Cap back up to 5th after that spin during that green flag run. JD's still going faster than Rob. I think this is one of the best performances he's put in I would almost say 2 seasons.
So it's Dennis, you, AJ, King, Joe, Nick.
Yes, and Turnip.
Thank you.
Looks like your leaders are going to start coming back through the pack to start putting people laps down. Aiden Haller already 1 lap down, so they're looking to put him 2. We only got 3 likes on this stream on YouTube. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Do me a favor. If you're new here, subscribe. Oh, it updated. We got 11. Still, we got 24 people watching. Let's like that stream. I am liking the fact that it feels like my computer load is a lot lighter compared to what it usually is when I use this as my streaming machine. So, I think the plan is to run the second computer for the streaming machine. So, so JD getting around Aiden. Maybe you can use Aiden as a pick for a little bit to gap Rob a little bit more. I'm showing Ron St. Louis on pit road. Wonder if
he's taking tires there.
That's what I was just thinking. Let's go take a peek. We'll see. Yep, I see the right side of that car coming up off the ground. So that might work out for him. He might actually come out and spin some faster laps and get some of his laps back here. Because unless somebody spins, I don't see a caution coming. Ron, you're doing solid, bud. Keep it up. JD's got robbed by 1.35, and they're gonna have Ron coming through with some faster tires here in just a second. Ron 57 that time around, but obviously he was on pit road, so imagine that'll go pretty quick. I don't know what's our gap. Okay, so Ron lost 3 laps pitting there. But I gotta imagine, man, I don't know. Depends on how much tire you saved over a run, right? If you saved enough, theoretically, you wouldn't have to stop and put tires on. But anything's possible right now. Oh, man, and I got another question. Thank you again, Keith. I appreciate it. I gotta wait for... Okay. You've got 2 wins in this series. What tracks were they?
North Wilkesboro. And Bristol.
Wrong and wrong.
Really?
No,
you're right. I have a win at
Go ahead.
win at Talladega.
Yep.
And I don't remember the other one.
Here, Martinsville.
Really?
So,
All right, then.
Ron got around Rob Collier. He's going to go out around JD here in a second. Probably try to get his lap back here, or at least one of them. He's going to dive her up the inside. JD's going to slam the door on him. Ron with a good drive down off a 2. Ooh, Aiden into the wall back there. I think JD's going to let Ron go. Yep, he does. Rob got JD down to a second there, but that might just be because of the fact that he checked up to let Ron by. No point in fighting with a lap car on the move. Check out last lap times. Ron St. Louis with a 21.89. Rob Collier with a 21.9. JD continuing to just log laps. We're almost down to 25 left. Do I have... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is Dennis still out there? But I didn't see his bubble on the track map there. Waiting to see the lap time update for Rob. Rob throwing back-to-back 21.9s down. Oh, your early leader, Dennis Daly, has 4 series wins. Where are they? Brandon, yes, we do. If I can get as many people in to do... If I get the top 3 in, then we will do an interview with the top 3. So, how are we doing, Justin?
I am not sure about Dennis's.
Yeah. I'm waiting to get... Oh, I got them all. And what's interesting is most of them are short tracks. So Darlington.
Somebody just blew an engine. Dennis.
Yep, it's Dennis. Dennis's car just went bang. That sucks. Well, at least he was able to make up some laps and get out in front of Burns, so I'd give him 8th place in points if things finish the way they are right now. But Dennis has won at Darlington, Rockingham, North Wilkesboro, and Pocono.
Huh. I sent you a little something to chew on.
Could be. Very well could be.
Yeah.
All right, so JD's starting to reel Ron back in a little bit. Ron's still running fast. No, JD ran a 21.87 last time around. So, if I'm reading this right, JD and Rob are going to lap Gary and Eric here. If JD can get around Ron, or they can use Ron to get up to 3rd and 4th. So Gary's sitting in 3rd, Eric's sitting in 4th. Keep in mind Eric had that earlier spin during this run. I think
Right.
JD's just kind of riding though. He's getting clean through the corners still. I think he's done a far better job of managing his tires. So I think, I don't know. I think he can hold off Rob. Oh, Justin Bell said he did 10 flips at Old Atlanta today in the truck.
Oh.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like to do the trucks. Keith, you can still do the jump at Bathurst in a winged micro sprint. Ask me how I know.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
Dennis.
it.
Dennis, we saw you give her all she's got, and then she gave up on you. It was a solid run, though. I mean, I was wondering if you'd make it back out there. Ooh, Gary getting a little free coming off the corner. I'm kind of wondering if rubber's starting to play a factor. I mean, I set the track state to 50% to start. Oh God, Gary's rushing it down in hard. Eric's still hounding him on the outside. It's letting JD close in. It's gonna put these guys a lap down. Man, Gary's driving the piss out of it. Oh, JD was 3 wide. Ron checked up, so Ron, if you're listening, good job there, bud. JD gonna put Eric a lap down. Oh, Eric up the inside of JD trying to get his lap back.
Yeesh.
I mean, I get it. He's got the right to fight for it. And JD's still trying on that outside. I just would be very careful out there, JD. That might work, though. He might get a better run. Let Rob close in. Man, I wouldn't want to be in this position right now as the leader. Let's jump on board the cockpit here and see what he winds up doing. Man, Gary getting real loose. You can definitely tell that Ford's awfully free. Ooh, Eric gets into his bumper. Good Lord, Gary is just giving her all she's got right now. Oh, boy, Gary up the wall. Gary's going to go around. And it's going to bring out your caution. I was wondering when it was going to...
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, man. So Tom's in the chat. He says the Gominators won 2 races. Where are they at? I think I know.
Huh.
I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, apparently Damien sent me the answer. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So what's your thought here, Corn?
Man. I'm not sure.
No guesses? Well, I'll tell you this. You're not going to get one of them. I will tell you that right now.
Well, I fully believe that.
Just take a stab.
Bristol.
And what's the other one?
Was I right with Bristol?
No, but what's your other one?
Oh, I was about to say.
Also, it looks like Ron and Aiden should be getting a wave around here. Wave around. All right, so there's your wave round. So it's Pocono and Willow Springs.
I had a feeling one of them was a road course.
Yep. I remember this because I was like, oh, I'm good at Willow Springs. I got this. And then I spun out early and I screwed myself.
Yeah.
All right. JD going to be your leader. Rob Call, you're going to be second. They're both on the same set of tires. 18 to go. 17 at the line. We're off. I mean, JD's just got to put in 20 solid laps and keep Rob back there. Unless Rob decides to move him. But I don't think Rob will do that. I think he'll just outdrive him or outbrake him. Plus, it's too early to really put the bumper to somebody.
Yeah, you don't want to do that yet.
Ooh, Rob to the inside. JD closes the door and they both spin. Ooh. We'll go back and take a look at that. We're going to far chase that. I think.
And Rob's got some heavy front end damage there.
It really just knocked the front end off. I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. Because he didn't hit it that hard. I want to walk that back again.
Oh, yes, he did.
Did he?
He creamed the wall.
I can't tell if Rob floated up or if JD closed the door just a little bit too much. Tom, the shocking part is the fact that you won Willow Springs because you're not a road racer.
It's a little bit of both.
All right, so Eric Cap's your leader right now, is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
None of them gonna pit. They're gonna stay out. Yeah, so Eric Cap gonna be your leader. Rob Collier second, JD third. I don't think anybody's got tires at this point.
I would not surprise me if, JD's hogging some. He likes to do that.
I don't think so. With as many times as he went down pit road, I don't think he's got a set. Because he took the set with 20 to go. Realistically, you wouldn't pit here under 20 to go. That'd be foolish. Up until that point, Dennis, he hadn't race rode in real life. So
yeah.
All right, Eric Cap gonna get this party started again.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Man, I just am curious if Rob's damage is gonna come into play here. Does it look like he hit the wall square?
I mean, it hit hard enough that it lifted the car off the ground.
Right, but it didn't look like it hit a tire. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's got front end damage, but I don't think it has. It's not. You're at Martinsville. It's not like you're gonna have aero damage. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I'll be interested to see what happens. Because Eric hasn't spun the tires. JD and Rob have.
Yeah.
But who's got the setup? You know what I mean? That's what it's going to boil down to. JD if he comes in just high enough, it arcs really nice for him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. See what JD can do here. We got 8 to go.
Rob looking.
Well, and Rob keeps clipping that apron, I think, trying to get the car to turn a little bit better. So I don't know if he is fighting some front end damage or what. Rob getting a little sideways there. There's a push. JD's up the inside. JD's going to get him coming down into the corner.
Does JD have it? Does JD have anything for Eric here?
I don't know. It all depends on the tires, quite honestly. I think Rob's fighting some front end damage. Like, I know it hits square, but I wonder if it messed up the toe or something.
Yeah. They're both good. Oh my gosh.
Man, they're giving it everything they got.
Yeah, but you got to remember to stay smooth.
Yeah, especially here. Especially here. See if JD can pull in on Eric. You got 5 to go. Eric Cap holds about a half a second. But JD closes in real hard there in 3 and 4.
I mean, this is the point of no return, so the next flag will end this
next
thing.
flag's gonna end it. JD getting right to the bumper. If he can get a good drive off, I think he's got it. Ooh, JD getting a little loose.
Eric going up the track a little there as well.
I see that. JD all over the back of him. Ooh.
JD's looking. He's there.
He's inside. Can he get the corner, though?
Oh, spinner on the backstretch.
Did he get it?
I think JD got that.
I got to wait for timing and scoring to catch up, but I think JD's going to be your winner.
I think so. JD is your winner.
Oh, wow. So this is the point that the yellow flag comes out. I'm going to have to... That's where Diesel goes sliding. was looking to see for a caution light. TV3 maybe? I can't get a good... let me go back a little bit. Yeah, I think he had him just before they dove off into the corner and then pit road closes. So yeah,
JD had him by a half a car length when the caution flew.
See, but it's weird because of how the timing and scoring line is.
Yeah.
So it literally came down to a drag race. Good Lord. That's wild. We're going to hide that. We're going to bring this guy up. Get your race results. So JD going to get his first win of the season here. Eric Kapp going to bring it home in second. Rob Collier going to bring it home third. Gary Freeman fourth. Aiden Haller fifth. Ron St. Louis in sixth. We got Diesel Weasel seventh. Dennis Daly with a blown motor in eighth. Justin Burns with a disconnect at ninth. Gabriel Griffin 10th. Chris Sullivan 11th. And Zach King coming home in 12th. So we got to get your race winner in here. Especially after that, he getting moved and everything. Like, man,
yeah,
that was close. That was real close. So hopefully we can get JD in here. Can you let him know to jump into the interview room?
Yeah.
So while we wait on your winner, I would say that was a hell of a race.
We have the race winner, iRacing sweetheart, JD McHaley.
Hey guys.
You finally got it done this season.
Well, yeah, it's a track where braking and tire strategy is a factor.
Ooh.
No, anyway, no, I just tried to change my mentality. I don't know if anyone noticed, but it's a new paint scheme. And I went back to the Chevy.
I'm trying to get a better look at it here. You got to.
I basically took the old paint scheme that I had, and you guys would be like, "Really? He's going to talk about a paint scheme?" But it basically, I went back to the Monte Carlo as well, because when we raced in Corn's race at Michigan, I did really well at it, and I liked the way that it felt. So, I didn't mean to get into Eric that one time, so I do apologize for that. The second time, the bump might have been a little intentional. I can't confirm that, but I wish I could have had an actual race with him to the finish. Kind of dealt with those lap cars a little more than I cared to, but you know, I get it. People are racing, but
we were watching because it looked, you know, they're racing for position, and you're trying to stay out of it and not get wrecked. And at Martinsville, that's a tough one to pull off.
Yeah, I get it. It still pissed me off though, but I'm not holding it against them. That's the way it is.
That's the way.
But I really enjoyed racing with everybody, especially Eric and Rob. They did a really good job. The only thing that I think gave me a shot at winning was that I tried to make my tires last as long as I could in the beginning. Yeah. And if it would have stayed green, I would have had Rob, I'm sure, because I had 20 lap newer tires, and so my strategy finally paid off.
Right.
But there was one caution around lap 160 that saved me, because I didn't pit, but Rob did, and he was running away from me. But if that caution doesn't come out, he takes off.
Well, the chat's giving you a little grief. I got the Chrome Toaster telling me that you won because he let you.
Yeah, he did. I'm sure he did. It probably was going to be a little different if
we got to give you a little...
Dennis. No, it's fine. If Dennis didn't wreck, but he did wreck. So
JD
there.
won. Sorry.
I didn't wreck. So, right. But I've always liked Martinsville. It's my favorite short track. So, but I appreciate everybody being so nice, and didn't try to. I tried not to race dirty, but I didn't want to race
right.
like I usually do. So
Well, it's
I'm trying to change the way
a balance
that I do
here.
things.
So,
Yeah.
well, you got the win. I guess the only other thing is are you running Fortitude Friday night?
I am not, because I
Okay.
want to make sure everybody gets rest for the 24th. So I put that in my Discord, but I'll make another reminder.
So you guys heard it here first. JD's not running Fortitude, but he will be streaming the entire 24, as far as I'm aware, on his YouTube for his.
I do have a special surprise since we're mad at the wheel. I don't want to talk about it too much on your channel, but we are kind of mad at the wheel, and so I have something that just stay tuned.
All right. Well, good one, bud. We're gonna go ahead and get a conversation with the others, and I'm sure I will talk to you after this broadcast is over. So,
thank you.
All right, good job, buddy. All right. Eric Cap with second place. Hell of a run after almost spinning.
Well,
especially early.
well, before not the last caution, but the caution before that run, I had that far back to be right behind Gary. During that, I actually kind of was just trying to move Gary before. That's why he got a little high there.
We were kind of watching, because we were watching JD, and then we see you guys, and I could see. I couldn't tell if Gary was holding you up or you're just trying to get around him, but then I see Gary getting on the gas, coming off the corners super loose, and then you kind of back out, like, you know, if it lawn darts one way or another, obviously you don't want to get collected in it, but at the same time you don't want to go a lap down, so I kind of get that. And we were just asking JD, you know, how do you manage that? Because as the leader, it's Martinsville. If somebody bumps somebody, next thing you know, it's in your lap.
Yeah.
So
I was hoping that last caution wouldn't come out till maybe like a corner later, like after in that first, like after turn 1. Because be totally honest.
Well, we had to go back and look at it because the caution comes out, but I had to like back it up and look at cameras and stuff because JD only got you right after or right before the caution comes out, like maybe by a fender. And I know with iRacing and the scoring and timing lines, it's really, really screwy. So.
Yeah. Well, I know with, I was hoping it didn't, because I was going to give him a little bit of I was going to try to give him a little bump in turn 1 for earlier.
Yeah. Well, so I think the spin kind of helped there at the end because it brought you back up, and then we had that caution between Rob and JD, which obviously it put you in a perfect position there at the end because you got some lap sled and it looked like you were going to hold JD off there for a while.
Yeah, I think the big thing was I needed Rob to hold off JD like 2 more laps.
Yeah. Well, and I think, and I haven't talked to Rob yet because we'll have him here in a minute, but I think he was fighting a little bit of wheel damage or something, even though when you look at the replay, he hits the wall square on. So I don't know if that came into a factor, so I'm sure we'll find out here short. So
it did look like his one of his front tires was a little bent.
That's what I'm kind of wondering. So, but good job on the second place tonight. We got 5 more races left, so you think you can get a win before this is over?
Maybe might be on either. Could be Dover or Willow.
Alrighty. Well, we'll go ahead and let you go, and we'll see you again next week, sir.
All right. See you then.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3rd place, Rob Collier. I was wondering if you were going to get JD down the stretch. And it was looking close, and then you guys have that incident down in 3 and 4. I'm still not sure what happened. If you just come in too hot on him, he wasn't expecting, or if he just shut the door.
Oh, he shut the door. I don't care what he says. He shut the door. I was down there doing my thing. It's like just this one time. It's like I didn't like gave him room, and it's like, nah, I'm down here this time. It's like we got like 15 to go. I ain't playing nice anymore.
No,
And yeah,
I get that one. And like we were talking with him, it's Martinsville, and it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. But so after the wreck, did you wind up with wheel damage? Like, were you battling that? Because there were a couple of corners where it looked like all of a sudden out of nowhere, it kind of shimmied left, right, and then shot up the track a little bit.
oh yeah. It's like I didn't realize how bad it was till I saw the replay. It's like I don't have a front clip anymore.
Well,
I hit the wall pretty hard.
The thing that was stupid, and me and Corn were kind of watching it. Corn said you hit it hard, which but you hit it square. So I was trying to figure out, is there wheel damage? Is there not wheel damage? And then looking at it at certain angles, you could see that right front maybe was tipped kind of funky or something.
Oh, it was. My wheel was like to the right about 50 degrees.
At least it didn't blow the motor. That was one thing. Even with Dennis's crash, when I saw it, I thought it blew the motor right away, and I see him moving. I'm like, oh no, we're good. And then he's like, this thing's making enough noise.
And let's see. And then on the restart, I should have just dumped Eric when I got to him instead of checking up for him when he is grandmaing it off the corner. It's like, next time I'm just gonna do that.
You gotta love short track racing. But well, like I said, P3 on the night. We got 5 more rounds left, so still anybody's game. I think there's some people who can catch Kale, because I think Kale went and did the Dale Jr. 599 tonight. So, which I didn't even know that was going on tonight. I thought that was going to be next week.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, I wasn't doing that when I saw it's like $400 for a team. It's like, nope.
Oh, it was
wow.
I know it was all for charity, but I didn't know it was that much. So
yeah, that's $400 a team.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
And it was fixed setup and everything. I was like, nope.
Yeah, no. So, well, good run tonight. We'll see you at the next one, and like I said, hopefully see another battle like that, because it looked like it was gonna be a fun one if it stayed green. So.
Oh, I was wheeling those older tires, trying to catch back up to him. I was starting to wheel him back in. And I was like,
we saw it as you come off the corner. I said, if JD's smart, he's saved here, because Rob's getting a little loose. And I think JD had kind of methodically planned it out just well enough that it worked. It was gonna. I hate to say it was gonna work out, but it kind of looked like he had a better off exit than you were getting, trying to get back up to him. So.
Yeah, he had about 30 laps on me on tires at that point. I was like,
yep. So, well, good run tonight, and we'll catch you next week, bud.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.
You
too.
We'll jump up and talk to them guys in a minute after this, but overall, I'd say it was a successful night of racing. I don't think anybody could complain too much. We saw some short track stuff. We saw just normal riding for a little while, but I think overall everybody did a pretty decent job. So sounds like we'll have Damien back for the next one from what I'm seeing in chat. I realized there were some guys that had some issues early on, which takes them out of it, but so hopefully next week we've got a bigger crowd. But any thoughts from you, Corn, before we sign off for the night?
Not pertaining to the league race. But I will say, while we were under a green flag run there, did some mathematics, and there is a 0.01% chance that you will get Stevens Motorsports and Norfolk and Chance in the same race.
There's a mathematical chance?
There is a 0.01 chance, but there's a mathematical chance. I actually put in a chat, in the 24 chat. Your team has an average current I rating of just under 1311, while our team has an average I rating of 1599.
Oh God, that's actually really close. Yeah, there's a possibility.
There's a 0.01% chance, but it's
yeah. So. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to call it a night. I will be back, like I said, Saturday morning for the 24. I probably won't stream between now and then, just to kind of rest my brain a little bit. But outside of that, You know, like I said, it was Martinsville. It was short track. Congrats to JD on his win finally. And we will catch all of you guys on Saturday. Have a good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.